Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. The U.S. Mint Mayhem continues. In 2021 Peace and Morgan Silver Dollar release, let's explore. If you are like me, well, you wanted to complete your collection of the various different mint and privy marked Morgan dollars and the single peace dollar that was offered today. And it was quite a struggle for many people. And that is the problem that we are seeing pretty much on a regular basis through all of these releases since the U.S. Mint released a statement admitting to problems and faults on their end, not stopping the bots. Now, they have stopped the bots, but not the problems with legitimate folks trying to order their products from the United States Mint. Now, I will confess that I had a relatively easy time placing the orders for the D and S minted Morgan dollars before, but everything else I tried since then, it was a struggle. I kept on getting page not found errors, or a Cloudflare error message, or you had to prove that you were a human by pressing and holding down for a specified amount of time the button in order to proceed. In other words, there was issues in the checkout process. Adding them to your cart typically was not a problem for people, but actually checking out was. So there's still some very egregious errors and problems with the U.S. Mint's process that they should have fixed by now, after literally over a decade of issues with this process. You would think by now they would have found a way to fix it, or to get a system to not create so much stress on the fulfillment side of processing a payment. But nonetheless, not is the case. In fact, when I ordered the second round of the D and S Morgan dollars, I had a smooth transaction. Others did not, and they reported in that video. And I want to get a sense from you, the viewer, who tried to order your coins. Did you have any issues? Typically what happens is you have issues or you don't. You don't have anything in between. And as you can see right now, after about 28 or 29 minutes, they did sell out, or at least went to remind me status. In other words, are unavailable. Let's take a look. Remind me, there you go. It had a household order limit of 3, and this was the Morgan dollar with no mint mark. And there was a mad dash for these by the average collector out there. And I think these two, in a sense, might be the keys, because it has the peace dollar and there's no mint mark, and it's just make for a nice set. Now, as is the case with the prior two releases, there is no mintage limit on these, but there's a product limit of 200,000. Some have speculated that it's too late for them really to come up with other sets, to make the other sets, and that very well could be the case, but I think they're leaving it open-ended. Now, you may have seen that even though this says that product shipments will begin in November, I saw on my screen that it was going to take, then we're going to start shipping on the middle of November, not October, as it says here. Product shipments will begin in October. And how I was able to get through was I had 2 different computers running, and signed in. I'd try on one and then try on another one. On the second time, the second computer, once I had tried multiple times on the one, at about 12:15, I got through. Was able to place the order and got a order notification email, but not an order confirmation email. That still has yet to arrive. Was I too late? I don't know. I'm somewhat encouraged after finding out they sold out in about 28 or 29 minutes after the hour. So I've got about maybe halfway in through this before that occurred. So I don't know if my order went through. In a sense, I'm kind of betting that it did not, if I haven't received my confirmation email now. Literally, about 4 hours later, 4 or 5 hours later is the time you see this video. I've not received that email yet. But nonetheless, to me, this is the mayhem, the mad dash to try to get these coins in your cart and to check out. And this has been a continual thing this year. 2021 for U.S. Mint products has created the most hype that we've seen in the history of the U.S. Mint, period. Hands down, as far as the number of products with limited or product or mintages, this is certainly unprecedented in such a way. And you would think that the United States Mint would find some other way to deal with this, or maybe even postpone some of these releases until they get them truly fixed, like they did. They did postpone these releases for a while. But as you can see, and I think it'll be very interesting to see in the comment section below how many of you had trouble and how many of you did not. How many of you were totally unable to get these. I was not able to get the 2-coin 10th-ounce gold set. It sold out in 2 minutes because I got the same errors. And by that time, I had to remove it from the cart and to press on. There's so many different ways that they could fix this and make it viable, so that there's a better and more equal opportunity, because literally you had to be on your computer at that time and literally log in right at noon in order to really have a chance, unless you logged in, maybe a couple minutes after to have a chance to get these things, just by some random chance within a certain time. But nonetheless, these pre-orders are going to be a while before they ship out, and if your credit card information changes between now and then, you could be in trouble if you're not able to adjust that information in time by the time it ships. But nonetheless, very expensive coins. These are just for collectors, as most people understand. And obviously, you can get the actual original Morgan and Peace dollars for less money. But nonetheless, these are collector coins with the 2021 date. They are recognizing the 100th anniversary of these coins, the last of the Morgans and the first of the Peace dollars. And they are in 3/9 fine silver, which is a little different. And their excuse for putting them in 3/9 fine silvers is to get a little sharper detail out of them, which technically would be true, but I think it's really laziness, as they're using just the same blanks that they would use for the commemorative coins, since the mint moved to 3/9 fine silver planchets back in 2019. And one other criticism of this set is the packaging. The packaging for 2021 coins is all the same. And it is the cheap packaging that usually comes with uncirculated coins, like the uncirculated commemoratives and uncirculated eagles. And of course, these are uncirculated strike, but nonetheless, I think these being special and considering the price point, they deserve a clamshell. They deserve a better treatment. But all of the coins, the United States Mint, have this look, save for the military metals that are being released. They have a cheaper clamshell type design. Believe you me, it's not very good quality. And then the 2021 American Liberty is going to have the same quality type of larger clamshell that we saw with the military metals. For the amount of premium you pay, they are cheapening the look. They're cheapening the packaging, which is unfortunate. The Mint is moving backwards in so many different areas. I guarantee you that the meetings that they had at the beginning of David J. Ryder's tenure, none of those people, is my guess, had never once said, hey, let's cheapen up the package to save money. I kind of doubt if they did, if it's to save money, it would mean that the products would be cheaper. Maybe there may be some that would say that. But instead, they raise their prices and raise their premiums. But the Mint doesn't have a competitor, obviously, so they can do what they want to do there. But that's another rant for another day. But nonetheless, it was literal mayhem for many of us trying to get this. So in the comment section below, post your thoughts about these coins. There's some of you that are thinking to yourself, I didn't order. could care less about U.S. Mint products, and that is an understandable reaction. There are those of us who are collectors that were excited about this series. I was, and at the beginning I did want to get every single one of these that were available for my collection. But I was frustrated, and if I had a meeting that I had to go to today, well, I'd have been out of luck, as many of you would. And for a coin that's not a terribly limited mintage or product issue, I mean, you think about it. This is a 200,000 mintage, and it sold out in 28 minutes. The 200,000 coins gone. So it is certainly frustrating for sure to see these gone so quickly if you're just a collector, where you're going to have to spend a lot of money in the secondary market to get one. Because more than likely, I don't know if anybody for these recent releases has been able to get them on a remind me status. I've signed up for all of these, have not gotten any text or emails about these, and checking in early in the morning to see if they're available has been a kind of a moot point, it seems like. But there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And before we go, let's take a look at what's coming up next from the United States Mint. And we can pretty much almost bet, even though I was totally wrong last time, that the U.S. Coast Guard metal, which has a very limited mintage, will not sell out immediately. That may take a couple of days to sell out. It is a stronger design, so that may weigh on people's decision to buy it. But all of these releases coming up are limited issue, and they are going to sell like wildfire. The Silver Eagle, San Francisco Eagle, has a limited product limit of 200,000 coins. That's going to sell out very quickly. Very, very quickly. Then you have the American Liberty High Relief Gold Coin. Because of its price point, this thing is going to be probably pushing $2,800 plus. If gold price goes, well, actually, I take that back. It may actually, if the price stays relatively level where it is now, it could actually sell for $2,700 potentially. And that has a limited mintage, but because of that price point and a household order limit of 1, this may not sell out right away, but it will probably sell out relatively quickly. Then you have the American Eagle 1 ounce reverse proof 2 coin designer set, which they just released details about this very recently, and Son of a Silver Stacker covered this in his video this morning. Same cheap packaging, but it's going to be a pretty nice set because it's going to be reverse proof finish, and you can see it's obviously very pricey, and it has a mintage limit of 125,000 and a product limit and a household order limit of 1. This set will be hot, no question about that. Reverse proof coins there, so that is going to sell out very quickly. And then you've got the Palladium Eagle, which is coming up. These innovation coins are not going to be a sellout, obviously. The Palladium coin, proof coin, that will be coming out, has a mintage limit of 12,000. But Palladium is extremely high, so this one will not sell out immediately either. But other than that, the Eagle 1 ounce uncirculated coin that comes out September the 9th, silver one, it's going to probably have a limited mintage, and it will sell out very quickly. So we don't have mintage limits for most of these other things here. Let's see what the gold uncirculated 1 ounce coin, it has a mintage limit of 9,100. More than likely that won't sell out immediately either. But nonetheless, there is where things are with what's coming up. The American Innovation dollar coin proof set and reverse proof set. This will be the first year that they're going to, I talked about this earlier, that they have stopped making individual American Innovation reverse proof coins. They're putting them in a set. We'll see what that looks like, but it's going to just have the regular lens, limited edition 2021 silver proof set, and then these metals I think are coming out next year. So there you have it. That's what's coming up. But what are your thoughts on what happened today with the Morgan and Peace dollars? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and to encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.